Today we're gonna read a different poet. It's the four greatest poets they list. This guy is in the list. Hitomaro, Kakino Moto, Hitomaro, poet as God. Actually, they have he's like the saint of poetry. He's listed with Fujiwara no Dika, Soji Basho, and with Seigyo with Seigyo and Basho. He's one of the greatest poets, and he's somehow in 690, so he's even before Seigyo, and he's the first anthology of Japanese poetry. Manyoshi is the oldest anthology, 759. Anyways, here's some poetry. Can I see this? He says, Asagoi, upon the morning glory drops the morning dew. It blooms, they say, yet it is the moonflower I would rather scent. Upon the morning glory drops the morning dew. It blooms, they say, but yet it is the moonflower I would rather scent.
It smells good, it seems.
It
seems good.
You would rather scent it.
It smells better. The morning glory don't smell.
Here, this She 97 poem, I don't know. A little known about his life.
Have we ever seen a moonflower?
I don't know, I'll have to look it up. He has 19 long poems in the Man Yoshu and 75 or so tanka short poems. There's also a Hitomaro collection. Here is from the Manyoshu, 1891. I don't know what that number is, but I don't think it means anything. We're reading from wakapoetry.net. I guess it means something on there. And here is Puyu Komoru. He says, sealed in winter, springtime's blooming blossoms, do I take in hand 1,000 times and more does love for you fill my thoughts. Sealed in winter, springtime's blooming blossoms do I take in hand. 1,000 times or more does love for you fill my thoughts. Then Titi Waku ni. At any rate, folk, do say, weave it, and we'll try it on. Lying on my loom, a white coat of hemp. Says, at any rate, folk, do say, weave it, and we'll try it on. Lying on my loom, a white coat of hemp. What? Wish I could expand this thing. I'll mess it up here. Alright. This one is Toko Sipi. As not eternally as summer and winter's passage, yet his coat of fur and fan never will he release this mountain-dwelling man. Not eternally as summer and winter's passage, yet his coat of fur and fan never will he release this mountain-dwelling man. This is an ancient poem composed about a location. Muko no Unmi. The sea at Muko seems a rich estate, drawling, drawling. The sea folks' fisher boats do I see upon the waves. The sea at Muko seems a rich estate, trawling the sea folks' fisher boats do I see upon the waves. And he says, Iso no kami, composed thinking of something. Upon the cliff stands a juniper tree. So gently, but somehow deeply, have I begun to love her. Upon the cliff stands a juniper tree. So gently, but somehow deeply, have I begun to love her.
Those are rough ones.
Now he says, Kopi si naba,
The heat is coming, do you hear it?
expressing true feelings. If one can die of love, then do so, says my darling girl, as before my dwelling's gate she seems to go by. If one can die of love, then do so, says my darling girl, as before my dwelling's gate she seems to go by. That's a nice one. Do you like that one? She
I don't
telling him to
understand.
die? Go ahead and die of love.
I don't know what happens after. What the poem means after. As she,
What?
because after that, what happens? As because it says as she is.
Here it says it's a poem of expressing true feelings, and it's Ko Pi Si
No,
Naba.
read the poem. The second part of the poem. I
It
get.
says, if one can die of love, then do so.
That I understand.
Says my darling girl, as before my dwelling's gate she seems to go by.
What is that mean? As before my dwelling gate, it seems to go.
Dwelling gate, before his door to his house. I don't know. She seems to go
She
by.
wants him to die, so she gets the house.
No. She seems to go by. He may be imagining this. I don't know. We just read it 3 times. That's enough. Now we have a poem called Asa Todi no Kimi. He says, in the morning, opening the door, bound up, your belt will be drenched by the dewy fields. Swiftly rising, I too shall venture out and soak my skirt hem. In the morning, opening the door, bound up, your belt will be drenched by the dewy fields. Swiftly rising, I too shall venture out and soak my skirt hem. Here he says, topic unknown. He says, Sura Nami. The white caps break, yet no sewn robes are laid upon each other. Both Akashi and Suma too are aligned with their own shores. The white caps break, yet no sewn robes are laid upon each other. Both Akashi and Suma too are aligned with their own shores. We're reading Kaki no Moto no Hitomaro, a early Japanese poet. Another poem. Iki no Pi. Beside the pond, beneath the young Zalkova tree, reap not the arrow bamboo, for that alone is my keepsake of you, and I would gaze on it and remember what is gone. Let's continue reading. What is gone? Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe a lot this comes from the bamboo tree. It's an old one of the category, I think.
I'm going to continue on. This one's on love composition. Love? Nago no Ama. At the Nago, the fishermen folks' salt burning smoke fills the skies. Is that all my name's is to be? Gossip and then the end. At the Naga, the fisher folks' salt burning smoke fills the skies. Is that all my name's is to be? Gossip and then the end. Hmm. Hmm. Now we have Imo Ka. My darling's door I enter. Upon Isumi River's rocks remains the snow, as does winter yet. I'll continue on. The poem composed on the occasion of the imperial visit to the province. Noti mi mu. Thinking to see it more, the prince did tie at Awashiro pine saplings' tips. Next poem, Fiki no Yamare. The leg-wearying mountain paths I cannot tell, for on the white oak branches and on the leaves snow has fallen. Next poem, a poem expressing feelings in metaphor. Mi wa tashi no mi muru. As I gaze upon Mimuru's mountains, hardy grasses on the crags, how fondly do my thoughts dwell on you. A poem composed by Hitomaro on the occasion of an imperial excursion to Yashino Palace. Merita ka ya akanu, he says, I gaze on you, yet never get my fill, river Yoshino, where mosses grow without end. I will return again and see you. Waga Sega, he says, my love, come here on Kimasi Mountain, I said to him, yet my lord came not. How pointless the mountain's name. Here he says, Toki Kinu, as undone clothing am I disarrayed by love drifting with the duckweed. Will I live on in vain? He says, Miti no pi. By the roadside are sprinkled snow bells. Plainly all folk know how fair my darling is. We're stopping now. We are reading an ancient Japanese poet whose name is Hitomaro.
I prefer poems with for nature and the moon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what he's writing about. We're reading from wakapoetry.net.